Thanks for joining me today on the MRE Experience. Today's menu of our series, MRE for Newbies, menu number 7, beef strips in a savory tomato-based sauce. This is one of my personal favorites, and this is one of the menus that has the highest protein and calorie count. So this menu number 7 packs a wallop in flavor and getting the calories to you. So let's open this one up. Let's see if we can actually peel the seal. This one's really sealed up good. There we go. All right. And this is a AmeriQual packaged MRE, so it is double bagged. There's our contents, and let's see what we have here. We have beef strips in a savory tomato sauce. Let's open this cardboard sleeve up. Just go over some quick nutritional information, and then we'll move on. So this one is a 8-ounce main, 227 grams, 250 calories. We have sodium at 710 milligrams, fiber at 1 gram, protein at 29 grams, and total carbs 14 grams. Chocolate pudding with protein. Interesting fact about this chocolate pudding protein. There's actually beef broth in this. That's why it has a kind of weird taste to it if you ever had one. And that one is 230 calories. It is a 156 gram main. It has 29 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein, and 230 calories. Peppermint candy rings. Those are good. Another sparse accessory packet. This one is accessory packet B. Cinnamon chewing gum, salt, matches, TP, and a hand wipe. Do we have cheese or do we have peanut butter? We have peanut butter once again. So sad when I see peanut butter in place of cheese. All right, but it is what it is. Then we have Sterling Foods white wheat snack bread, 230 calories, 4 grams of protein, 33 grams of carbs. Tropical Blend fruit and vegetable blend smoothie. This one is 1.2 ounces or 35 grams. It says to mix this with a 1/3 canteen cup, filled to line, closed zipper, shaped to mix. Consume within 1 hour, single use only. Our MRE spoon and our flameless ration heater. All right, that's everything. We're going to plate it up and we're going to dive into this amazing menu. Stand by. All right, we're back. Everything's plated up, and while I was getting everything on the tray, I noticed that one of these items was stuck to the bottom of, I think, this. This is blackberry jam. So we're going to use our peanut butter, blackberry jam, and our whole wheat snack bread together. But first, let's get things rolling here by activating this flameless ration heater. We're going to spike it with salt. All right, so Give that powder a mix. Make sure it's not compacted in any way. This menu does not need any more salt, so we're going to put it all right in there. Alright, so we're going to stage this. We're going to get this in first. Position your flameless ration heater so it's centered with your meal. Get that out of the way. We have a rock or something right here, so we're just going to place that right there. All right, let's get this going. Get your pouch ready. There we go. And I folded it wrong. Yep, no, I got it right. You want to fold. If you have your heater pad on the bottom, you definitely want to fold it over the top, because if you fold it over the bottom and then you lay your heater down, it will leak. We're going to get the snack bread going too by folding over the creases, and we're going to put it right on top of the heater pad. There we go. I'm going to pull that out just so it could vent. Slosh it back and forth. Make sure you get that flameless ration heater wet. And then just put it right there. I usually give them 15 minutes. Alright, I can already hear it taking off. Alright, so the second thing we're going to take care of here is our tropical smoothie blend. As always, make sure you have no drink mix in the actual Ziploc seal. Fold it over twice. Give that a good shake, and then let it sit. It will improve the texture if it sits for about 10 minutes. All right, let's check out our peppermint rings. These are always a favorite. I like these. Didn't like them at first, but they grow on me. And then we have our pudding. Gonna knead that up. Look at that, that's already taken off nicely. I don't know if you see the steam rising. You hear that? That FRH is taken off nicely. Give it a little knead. Slosh the water back and forth. There we go. And you put it back down. Get that in camera shot. Alright, this pudding looks good, feels good. We'll put that right here. They do give a nice serving. All right. We're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to knead it every once in a while to make sure the juices of that beef stew get fully heated up. And we'll be back shortly. Stand by. All right, we're back. It's been about 12 minutes. Let this steep really well. It seems like any reaction is finished, and it is nice and hot. Let's give this a final shake. And let's unbag it. This is our tropical blend fruit and vegetable blend smoothie. And that looks pretty good. Wow. You could smell the citrus. All right, let's knead up our jam. And I did shove the peanut butter in there to kind of warm it up because these are being stored in a cooler basement and that peanut butter was extremely thick. So just in case there was any separation, it is now all incorporated very well. All right, let's get this cut open. Get the jam cut open. All right, let's pull out our bread. Ooh, that bread is toasty warm. I'm telling you, if you eat these MREs and you have room on the other side of your FRH, not to put it in the bag. So many people make the mistake of trying to cram too much stuff in this bag. And the problem is when you stuff both components in this bag together and then you put that FRH in the middle, only the very bottom strip, I mean, there's only like 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of water. Only the bottom portion of that FRH reaches the water. And if you center it, it's not going to mop up any water and activate. So if you want to warm up two components, put your main inside the bag and then put your second item on the outside of the FRH. See, our FRH is exposed right here and all that radiant heat is not going to anything. So put your component, like your bread, tortilla, peanut butter, pudding, if you want it warm, on the outside, and then slide everything over the cardboard sleeve, and it will be enough to warm it. And like I was saying, if you're not warming up your bread components, you don't know what you're missing out. Just look at that. Look how much steam came off that bread. Just by warming this component up, yeah, and that's not going to split. These almost look like breadsticks. You could actually split them, but we're not going to. We're going to just put on our peanut butter, and this peanut butter is going to be runny. So let's see how it comes out. Actually, it's not really runny. It's very well incorporated. We're going to just put a big glob in the center. We're going to gently massage it over everything. Wow, that is thick. It's like just suck the spoon down. It will not release it. All right, that looks really good. And warm your peanut butter up if you want to. It will smoothen it out. Look at that. That looks really good. Something about the MRE peanut butter that tastes so good. I don't know what it is, if it's fortified, what the case may be, but it has a distinctive taste that is very different from store-bought peanut butter. And it's a good taste. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. Look at that. The blackberry jam has to be one of the best jams. All right, that looks proper now. All right, we're going to put that right there. Now for the star of the show. Massage that guy up. That's what the second tear notch is for. I'm going to pull it out. I don't want to get any of that liquid on it. I'm going to grab a couple of napkins, wipe the outside of the bag because it's the mixture of the salt, the chemical from the FRH. We don't want to get any of that on our tray. And we're just going to go right from, you know what, we'll do it how we're supposed to do it. I'm going to go right from the bottom tear notch. All right, and look at that. There's some serious chunks of really premium cut meat in this. And the name, I'm telling you, does not do it justice. Beef brisket was already used, and they will not recycle the name. So they had to word it a little differently, just so people that used to have the beef brisket don't think this is just a recycled menu. It's not. This is an entire new menu. All right, and what really would have been nice if we had some picante or some Tabasco, but we don't. Let's open up one of our lightsabers. All right, this is everything. Let's dig in here. So let's give our vegetable smoothie drink a little stir because it is very thick and it will settle. Just so we have the true flavor profile of what was intended. And this is the Tropical Blend Fruit and Vegetable Blend Smoothie. Let's try that out. That is not bad. That is pretty good. I taste carrots. I taste citrus. I taste fruit. There is fiber in that, so that will help digestion, just so you don't get backed up. Let's try our pudding. Very thick. Yep, I could taste that beef broth in there. That's that aftertaste you find in your mouth, and you just can't place that taste, but still very good and a nice boost of protein. All right, so let's get into the star of the show here. Look at this. Nice big chunk of meat. And look, let's cut it up. Very good. That is actually fantastic. One of my favorite menus. The beef almost tastes like it's slow cooked. I could see some spices right here. Paprika, pepper, some herbs. The sauce is a thicker based tomato, but it's almost like a gravy. I wouldn't call it a tomato sauce. It is almost like a tomato-based gravy. Between the tomatoes, the spices, the oils, and the proteins from the beef. I don't see much vegetables in this at all. I don't think there is. But this is absolutely fantastic. Talk about a meal that's going to get you going, fill your belly, make you nice warm inside. Definitely, this is the one. I can't get over the chunks of meat that are in this. And they got a good texture to them. They're firm. They're not mushy. When you bite into the meat, you can actually feel the fibers, almost like, like a brisket. That's the only way I can explain it. Hey, look at this. If I take this and kind of smush it up, you can really see the fibers of that meat. And it really is such a premium cut. We got some nice chunks of fat in there. Definitely need that. I can't get enough of this main. This is absolutely fantastic. I don't want to let this get cold. There's a huge chunk of meat on this one right here. Yep, we're not letting this get cold. We're going to inhale this because this is supposed to be eaten warm. The pudding, PB&J, they're not going to mind if they get cool. We already warmed up the bread. It's up to room temperature now. Yep, we're going to just polish this off. It's not even going to get a chance to get cold. That was amazing. All right, so take some of our drink. All right, let's give this PB&J taste now. I think this snack bread that's coming in the current US MREs is one of the best breads they have going right now. It's paired up perfectly with this peanut butter and blackberry jam. This is a hit right here. And this pudding is packed with protein. It's a little weird aftertaste with the beef broth in it. But this menu isn't messing around. It is packed with protein, packed with calories. Let's give the lightsabers a try. Typical lightsabers. They last long. Good peppermint flavor. You got a nice amount of them. Let's see what we got here. We got 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. You get 10 lightsabers. Cinnamon chewing gum. All right, I think we're wrapping this video up. I don't think there's much more to say. I'm going to finish these 2 items on my own later. I'm already really stuffed from the beef strips in savory sauce. Yep, the chocolate pudding with protein is very filling, very thick. And let's just read the ingredients on this. Chocolate pudding with protein. Water, sugar, whey protein, concentrate, beef stock, cocoa powder, modified food starch, cream powder, sweetened cream, dry milk, sunflower lectin, vanilla, maltodextrin, salt, sucrose, fatty acid, esters, and contains milk. Interesting fact about maltodextrin. If you have a heart condition, like you're susceptible to heart palpitations, maltodextrin will do that to you. It will induce that. So be careful if you have a heart condition with maltodextrin. All right, well, I think that's everything. The vegetable non-fruit juice drink was pretty interesting. It's decent. I mean, it'll give you a nice boost of fiber to keep things regular down there. It's not off-putting. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I actually prefer this over the protein drink. The pudding is good. That beef stock kind of throws you for a loop, but I will definitely finish this. The PB&J on the whole wheat snack bread, I think it's the best snack bread in the current menu lineup. It goes great with the peanut butter, and I think the jelly is the best one to have. We got our 10 pieces of lightsabers. We had our beef strips in a savory tomato sauce, which I think was an absolute hit. We got our cinnamon chewing gum, which I'm going to finish after I have this with this. And we're going to look at what our next menu in our lineup is. And this is menu number 8. Meatballs in marinara sauce. This is another fantastic menu. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we got some candy in here. So this will definitely be a great menu to explore. Check it out next week. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And also, if you like seeing my content earlier than posted, memberships will open up whatever I post before I make them public. It's not expensive. I think it's $2 or $3 for a membership. I don't hold tiers, so any membership will get you early access to all my content. Thank you very much for my subscribers. I'm always grateful, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.